Hi there, Aquarius. This is Jeffrey. This is Ripecolor. And this is your reading for the week of October 9th through the 16th. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. I offer uh, private readings. I have beautiful things on my website, ripecolor.com. Uh, I make handmade scarves and t-shirts, etc., etc. Please visit. And I sometimes I do all 12 at once, and sometimes I break it up. Today is my last day in this place, so I've been packing. And yesterday I did an Aquarius one, and something happened to the computer. So the message is, sometimes you might hear a message, but it might not be for you. So what I mean by that is you might hear a message that's for somebody else in your life. It's a weird little uh, mini message, but that's what it is. Okay. Um, yeah, that's it. Okay. Lovely. Lovely. You start with the page, you move into the night. So the page, it's like he makes a little offer, but he can't, he makes an offer, it's intuition and it's love, right? But he can't, he's like, I want to marry you, but he's 12, right? So he gives you a little mini message or a little intuitive hit and a little healing, but he almost can't deliver the goods in a way. But then the night comes along and he can. So it's almost like give it time to grow in a way. And then I get the nine, which is the wish card, which is, being emotionally satisfied. So I think it's a process. I think it's a process. All right. Your subconscious is working overtime in order to build something. Another three, something that's joyous and creative and fulfilling. A lot of cups. Oh boy, look at this. The death card's a great card. The death card is really like the transformation is so complete that you kind of don't recognize yourself. So maybe this is about, what this is about receiving love, giving and receiving love on a level that is foreign to you, was foreign to you. Um, because what happens in the death card is that it's almost like I was talking about it with a friend, and we were talking about the movie Catwoman, all things. And so Michelle Pfeiffer is kind of mousy, cat. She's kind of mousy, and anyway, a guy kills her when she's a human, throws her out the window, and then the cats start licking her, and she gets transformed. Blah blah blah. And it's like when she's Catwoman, she doesn't recognize her old self, like it doesn't exist anymore, like it just doesn't exist. So I feel like this is really about letting love in a way that you never have before. Like, and this love is so big. I think it's more than a love of a person. I think it's like a spiritual love, really, really getting in your heart that you're loved and cherished, and that you're supposed to be here, and you're like admired and beloved. It's really lovely. It's really lovely. I mean, the old one was good too. I don't remember it, but yeah, and it can happen really like instantaneously. This is really a wild reading. Um, and you're going to a calm place in your head. This also, so they're the refugees, right? This is the six, it's perseverance, and it's also, like going from a turbulent place in your head to a calm place in your head. But I always feel like this is his grandmother, and this is there's an energy there of like a deceased. This is the way I understand the card. There's this energy of the mother or the grandmother who's deceased or like not there anymore, who loved you so much. You know how a grandmother can love you, like mommy has rules, but grandma is like, you want a cookie? Um, it's that energy, like that kind of loving energy coming through. And I don't think that card came up by accident. It's a lovely reading. Wow. Yeah, and just using, so this is interesting. It's like, so these are thoughts, right? Maybe it could be memory. I never really read it like that, but let's say it's a memory. So, nothing is ever 100%. So, it's like you have this inclination and this memory and this one and this understanding of, wonderful things that people who were really loving to you. And then the stuff that's not like that, you just leave behind. It's like, because you've transformed. So it's like I'm leaving that behind. Okay, I'm not carrying that with me. So I accumulated a lot of stuff over here because I know I'm moving here. So now instead of one carry on, I have two, and the second one's even bigger. I have hangers because I bought decent hangers for this place because they gave me wire hangers and I wanted like nice hangers because I bought some like decent clothes, and et cetera, et cetera. And so there are some clothes that I had washed and one of them got a hole in it and one of them just doesn't fit me anymore. It never really fit me right. So I left them. Oh, like take those clothes with you. You could wear them to paint in. It's like, no, no. It's like it's done and I'm not taking it with me. I'm not taking that old crap with me. Yeah. I mean, it's a change in passion. It's a change in passion. That's really that card today toward something that's really fulfilling. You're on that quest, and here you go. It's really incredible reading. And this is interesting because this is like a work money card, and it's the mentor and it's the apprentice. It's both. It's an eight. It's awareness. So there's an energy in that card of like a craftsman being so involved in his or her work that they're lost in it and they're like in bliss with it. And there's a physical aspect to it. So it's about doing something in the physical realm that's work but not work. So, it's like I love to take long walks. It's about then, you're taking more and more long walks and you're seeing more and more things. Or maybe you discovered a park near your house. It's like amazing. Or exercising or eating in this healthy manner and loving eating in a healthy manner. You know, something like that. Something I feel like it's something you've been working on that maybe like the actions of the love that you've been taking physically are beginning to really truly pay off. You know, I remember years ago, many years ago, I had a friend who really basically became my swim coach, right? So when I first started, it was like, I mean, I could swim, but then I couldn't swim efficiently. And then, like, I don't know, maybe a month or two into it, he was like, telling me to do this. He was across the pool. It was pretty far. I mean, it wasn't an Olympic, but it was, far enough. And he's like, you have a swimmer's body. Like, because I put the effort in, and then all of a sudden I started seeing the results, and all of a sudden my body started to really change form. And I feel like that's what it is, all this effort and work you put in um, transforms you, transforms you. It's really lovely. Wow. The old one was good too. I don't remember it, but I remember it was good. Um, a healing that is going to stay until you take it in a way, right? Your wish coming true because of the hard work you've done and the quest you've gone on. You've been transformed toward joy. Your subconscious has built something new. It can come very, very swiftly. You're going to a place that's more tranquil in your head. You're not taking the past things that didn't use and the chaos with you. You're done with it. It informed you and it helped to make you in a way, but it doesn't hold any water anymore. It doesn't, um, it's insignificant. It's insignificant. You know, you don't have to define yourself by, oh, I was born here. Oh, I had a really hard childhood. Oh, well, I was fat as a kid, so I still feel fat. You don't have to take any of that with you. Blessings. What a reading.